Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
What is it you require? May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Yeah! Sideways.
Come along now. We'll find another bridge.
Bastard.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
It's over!
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Killer wanted them to fight their battles for them.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Guess we're ready. There's a boy.
Get him!
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
So Wade!
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him? Too slow. Not good.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle in funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the Mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no Oh. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
By your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Cid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Typical nobles.
How did we never
There are
hear
new
about
billets
the
being
Guardians of the
posted
Flame?
every...
Clive!
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn, and if I'm honest, he ain't been... Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to... Something's getting him down. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his hip.
Fine.
Knew you done it.
But if he doesn't want to talk...
All right, now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. Wait a bit, then head out...
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. What will it be today?
The Iron Kingdom.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake, the Mother Crystal that rise. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, fact, one must start there. As the name implies, the Orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
And how may I assist you today?
Allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive. Thus ends today's lesson.
I could have sworn.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no... Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, wand from spit roasts to sweetmeats. This book has them all.
If it's my blessing, you...
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid, but you're made of sterner stuff.
Something tells me you won't be taking...
Fantastic!
So?
Chancer's stew. It was once... The only problem is that while the recipe is a beast, no doubt, most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets.
Does the book say anything?
Well, only that the sweetest violet...
Roses. One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might...
That monster's taken quite a liking to me.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something I thought you might want...
I told you not to stick your nose.
Clive just wants to help. Talk to him. Please, mate.
It's not the sort of thing you bother...
Why didn't you tell us?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me... Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Made my... I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. There. You got what you came for.
All right. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a fool. Didn't think anything could...
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his... Something tells me this is... If he has doubts, it will affect his...
I couldn't agree...
He said he should have bought that cuirass, assuming you're happy.
Too bloody right.
Glad to hear it. Karen, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come...
And he ain't been himself since he saw it.
Sorry, sold it all. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it, but it were nicely put together, that's for certain. Even makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to...
You don't know where we might...
Like I said, he's a bit... Don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out...
I see.
He did tell me some... Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide...
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. But now where the bleeding hell was it sighted?
Thank you, Karen.
At least you admit.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best...
I'll leave the hunting to you. While you get on with that, I'll ask round the market.
Good idea.
How do? That all, is it?
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gil...
Unwanted violets. If you have them.
Why, you're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. And there was a... And even if they were,
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do.
Thank you.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Run like the wind.
Thanks, Gal. Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against. I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
Did you find...
I didn't.
Marvelous! Let's see.
You wouldn't be wrong.
I present. Grab a spoon, Sid.
I'm...
Well, it'll be Odin's teeth. And yet... It takes a moment to recover. I must share this gift. I won't. A single mouthful.
I'm...
I could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
How did we never hear? As guardians of the flame.
It's over. Stay down! Enough! Ugh!
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Torgal, look sharp.
Nice try. Is something there, boy? Could that be our man? Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it had...
More likely that...
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant?
She bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Didn't stop her bartering me down to... She said...
It's not her who's...
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did say, and thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can catch. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is.
In that case?
I'd be much obliged. Right. You send your blacksmith my regard.
Will do. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Monster's taken quite a liking.
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunk...
I found him. And he asked me to give you this.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded...
Good few times, too. And that's no ordinary oil. Oh, this is...
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Here, Clive.
Camille,
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name... Turns out, he's from Tabor. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret.
Then we better keep this close to our chest.
Listen, sorry for putting the boat still. I'm glad.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway.
It's good to have you back.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something... Anyway, enough narrowing.
Looks like we won't be needing...
As if there was a better one out. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. Right, now that's sorted. Thanks, Clive.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? Anything else?
I could have sworn we had a few more. Take a little notice.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. Come again. I may have more for you.
Keep them pilgers nice and chill.
Look at this place.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Straight home now. That's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy. Slow. Nice try.
That's it.
Rest well. I know I will. hope there aren't any more of them.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear?
Billy's guardians did every day.
Same way they never...
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud. Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency. Allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.